we've put in so many hours into just random stuff that we've played, and I'm sure for a fact you felt this. I know me, I felt it, sharp, but there's always that there's always that game, or there's always that moment in a game where you're just looking at your guy next to you, or the guy you're speaking to in your party, and I'm just like, why, I want to just slap this guy's head. Like, do you remember any moments like that in general? Or like, yeah.
I mean, on the count of 3, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to basically say a game. I want you to say what game you think,
Uh-huh.
right, would have gotten me the most frustrated with my teammate.
Oh, teammates. Okay.
And this teammate is a friend of ours.
Teammates, friend of ours. Okay, so we're going further. Okay, we're going into the few. Okay. I'm thinking.
No, yeah, on 3 we say at the
Okay,
same
okay,
time.
okay, okay.
Let's see what you
Go
come
on.
up with.
Oh yeah, no. 1. Okay.
3, 2, 1.
Siege.
Bro, listen, yeah.
Rainbow Six Siege, man. All right,
Listen.
go ahead.
You see that game?
Mm-hmm.
Ah, my days, that game. That
Yeah.
game has cost me controllers.
Yep.
That game, I won't say it's cost me friendships, because obviously
On the flip side, sorry to cut you off. That game has actually made us a lot of friends. But yeah, carry on.
Yeah, so it's actually made us friends.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of arguments happened in that game. But I think if we never played that game, we won't be a certain way. We won't be the way we are now in terms of, like, being able to be like, yeah, fair enough, yo. That's on me.
Yeah.
That's definitely the game for me. Like Siege, bro. Siege. Oh my days, that game is so toxic.
Yeah, it is. It really is. It really is. And I made some videos on it like a couple weeks ago, and I was basically talking about how I'd recently gotten back into it. Like, after they'd updated it, they made it free to play and everything. And I was just chilling in multiplayer, and obviously they have like text chats and stuff from like your team, and then the people you're playing against. And bro, like, that's how we lost. And man, bro, the stuff I was seeing in that text chat, I was like, oh wow, like, I've actually been enjoying life, living in Fairyland, playing these other games, because man, guys on that game are really, really toxic. Like, there's no filter. There's no nothing.
Doesn't exist.
Do you understand? And I feel like, stuff like that tends to happen because, like, and I'm not even trying to defend that part of gaming, but like, gamers in general are just very, very competitive, man. Very, like, bro, like, when I say very, very, very competitive, do you understand? Like, to a fault. And and like I said earlier, I'm not trying to say being competitive is an excuse to be toxic or anything, but then it's like, the average person who's just very competitive, that's literally how they will respond to either losing or winning or something like that. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, Siege, man. Yeah, 100%.
It's one of those ones where, like, how competitive you are, the type of person you are would determine how much of a sportsman you are.
You are, yeah.
So if you're a crappy person, you've grown up, let's say, kind of spoiled, entitled, always had anything you want.
Yeah.
Even if it wasn't gaming, if it was football, if it was basketball, you'd probably be a trash talker.
Yeah.
You probably like do anything to be seen as the best. You probably trample on people. Obviously, there are caveats to that.
Yeah.
But like, I think it's the same with gaming, except the frustration with gaming is like, sometimes people don't even know how to do the emotions, and they just say anything and everything they can think about. that'll be hurtful.
Yeah.
But that's by the by. I guess this is not about people.
It's about us and our stories. It's about us and our stories. So, but I mean, it was like the segue made sense, Sha. Do you understand? Because of how competitive it is and because of what is at stake, there's a lot of emotions involved, though. And to people that don't know what Rainbow Six Siege is, it is a highly competitive 5v5 video game. It's basically attackers against defenders, and it's basically like a chess game, man. Yeah, it's a first-person shooter. It's very strategic, and you need to be on ball. Do you understand? So if one guy in your team isn't doing well, isn't pulling their weights, it can affect everybody else. So that's where the kind of
and just
interactions come in.
Yeah. And just to add to that, pulling your weight doesn't necessarily mean like. So we call it fragging out, right? You don't need to kill everyone to pull your weight.
Yeah.
A simple distraction, a simple like reinforcing a wall to make it difficult for attackers to get through.
Yeah.
A simple putting down barbed wires to slow them down when they're attacking. But you see that game?
Yeah.
Everybody, okay, not everybody, but a lot of people want to be seen as the best.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of ego attached to that. So like rather than doing stuff that would favor the team, you have to be like, I'm a roamer. So roamer is the defender that would go off the site of that you're defending and try and pick off the attackers.
Yeah, the attackers are trying
they're trying to attack. And you have people push that, even when it doesn't look reasonable, just to say, okay, I've got the kills. Look at the numbers on the scoreboard, but your team lost anyway. So like it doesn't really, like, if you're not working as a team, it's kind of, I won't say it's pointless because you can just frag out. Yeah. Everyone can frag out and you win. But against better teams, you get absolutely battered.
Yeah.
So it can get really frustrating. And the frustration it's almost like a domino effect, isn't it? Like one person gets irritated, the next person gets irritated, now everyone's arguing. Now you can't even hear that the attackers are coming for you because all of you are calling yourselves names in the chat.
Yeah, man. And the thing is, bro,
and
like
that pisses your people more.
Bro, listen. And like, there's nothing worse here than like, let's say, for example, you're in a squad, right? And they're flaming one guy for making a mistake in the previous round. Meanwhile, you on the scoreboard, guy, you're sitting with a donut, 0 kills, 0 nothing. You're just there quiet. So you inside that you're playing shit. And like, bro, like, you just lose all you just start reinforcing. You're like, okay, normally you're a roamer, but because of you going like 0-10 or something, you just say, you know what, let me just sit on sites. You don't even start playing like how you usually play. You're just like, like, man, competitive games can really like can really humble you and just put you in a certain box. But then,
it's funny though. Like, looking back on it is funny.
It's honestly funny.
I know it was not funny at the time. Like, because like there are days that I'll come back from work. Yeah, I'm already stressed out.
Yeah.
Or I come back from uni. I'm stressed. I'm tired. I just want a game and have fun.
Yeah.
Worst choice in game I could probably pick at the time.
Yeah.
I put that on and my teammates moving like a donut, bro. Honestly, yeah. It's like you play like 3 games or 4 games, you lose all of them on some dumb stuff your team are doing, you included. But obviously, when you're a Siege player, you don't admit you're part of the issue.
Of course.
Right? And then it's like, I've just wasted my time. I could have been doing other like stuff with my time right now, which adds to the frustration and then makes the toxicity even more. And then everyone's just ripping into each other about the last 2 rounds while you're losing the present round you're in as well.
Yeah.
So it was funny. FIFA also kind of did that. Pro clubs was hilarious.
But don't even get me started. Like, so apart from Siege, right? There's FIFA. And then there's fighting games. And there's only one fighting game, bro. It's Naruto Ultimate Ninja Storm. Guy, I'll never forget the first time we played that game. Because for you, for you hadn't played it then. So I was still decking you. I was still feeling like a bad guy. Bro, man, I'll never forget when you actually like sort of like got used to it, and then things started getting competitive, and I started losing here and there. Guy, man, I actually stopped enjoying that game. Like legit, like I legit wanted to box your head. I'll literally admit it. Like I was just like, man, f this guy over here, man. Like I literally wanted to off the game and just go to my house. Like, but yeah, man, like.
So my question though is like, what do you think makes gamers like that? Because I mean, I can tell you this for free. See, Drew owned, and this is just related to your story. Drew owned Dragon Ball Z Fighters, right?
Drew, by the way, is like a random friend of ours. But yeah, carry on. Yeah.
He owned Dragon Ball Z Fighters, and I'm sure if I bring him on here, he's so shameless, so he'll admit this with his full chest.
Yeah.
Drew, this is Drew's own game. I've never played it.
Yeah.
Drew beats me the first 2 matches,
and
then I start getting the hang of it, so I start decking him. So what Drew now started doing was, if he beats me with one character, he will never use that character again, so I can't get used to him.
I'm so
right,
dead.
so he'll just keep swapping characters, and I was just like, bro, this is your game. Like, why are you being shameless? He's like, bro, I don't care. What do you think it is though about gamers that like taking L's really, really annoys us? Why do you think that is?
So the thing is, I think it really is just us being really, really competitive, man. Really, really competitive. I mean, like losing to a random person you don't know online, is different. It's like, okay, yeah, whatever. Okay, yes, I lost, you know, and then you go to the next game and you never see that person again. But losing to your boy that knows like your other guys, bro, man, you're getting flamed in the group chat, man. So that's something you'll never forget. So you're just there boiling, clenching your fist, like, man, this guy shut up. But then at the same time, right, I feel like because like, you know, we were younger then, it wasn't anything whereby you'd be like, oh, let me go and learn and actually get better at the game. You're probably just in your feelings because you really don't know. You know, at that point in time, but I feel like
thinking like that.
Yeah, I feel like the main thing is, you know, gamers just being very competitive. You know, can be very emotional, and then obviously losing to a friend hurts more than losing to like some random person online.
To me, 1,000,000%, right? I mean, not right now. Like right now, I'm like, yeah, cool, whatever, right?
Yeah.
Just imagine. Let me paint the picture for you, right? So we have this friend whose name is Funny.
Yeah.
If you lose to that guy on FIFA,
yeah.
To put it in perspective, Funny is a basketball player, and the only thing he cares about in football games or football is when people get dribbled.
Yep.
If you lose to him on FIFA, in fact, you don't even have to lose. If he dribbles you,
it's game over
on FIFA. Like you would actually want to scrap.
Yeah.
Like he would banter you for the rest of the week.
Yeah.
Forget day.
Yeah.
For the rest of the week. So like you weren't just trying to beat this guy. You were trying to make sure not a single player on your team got dribbled.
Yeah.
Because he just used to hit the right stick and just hope something will happen, right? And if he skins you, he'll run out of the room.
yo, bro, that's like that's actually so funny because I remember the times like me and Funny will play FIFA, and when I say like Funny is the kind of guy that if you beat him, he'll want to keep playing. Like he doesn't care. He'll rematch continuously. I remember the time like he spent the night at my house. Guy, I kept beating this guy. We kept rematching like the whole night. And the thing is, there was a time he finally did something or like he drilled me or whatever. And guy, the way this nigga was clowning me. And Funny, by the way, is the worst person to get into an argument with because this guy will roast you.
Finish you.
And
will roast
bro,
you.
like you'll be like, damn, you'll be thinking about your life, but then you might actually start laughing because what he's saying is funny.
Yeah.
Do you understand? And there'll be times
and
where
he's massive as well, so you
and
can't
you want
fight
to
him.
scrap. You can't fight this guy like 6'5",
bro.
like
I don't know,
6'5",
he's
260.
Probably.
Probably. Do you understand? So it was
you can't even
just
scrap out. And he's laughing.
And he's laughing, man. He's laughing. Oh my god.
Listen, low-key, that was character development, and we didn't even know.
Honestly, man. Honestly.
A question I'll have.
Yeah, go on.
To go off that, and just some of the stories we've told with regards to that is, when did you find yourself being more reflective and not liking, let's say, the way you responded to situations?
got a bit older, do you understand? And then I started playing Escape from Tarkov, actually. I feel like it was actually Escape from Tarkov that helped me be a bit more reflective in just not only in games, but just generally in life, which is actually kind of funny. And like Escape from Tarkov is the kind of game whereby man, when that game brings you down, man, that game brings you down, bro. Like that
and you
game,
can't punch anything.
That game is the real definition of like real life, and like you actually need to take steps, like like literal steps, actually get better at the game. And then it's one of those games where you have to learn from experience. So I feel like by default, playing that, I was like, okay, you know what? The reason I maybe died here, I missed out on this here, is because I did X, Y, Z. Maybe next time I'll have to do this. And obviously, Tarkov, like, it's a game where you're playing a lot with friends, right? And so in the moments of reflecting on what you did wrong or what you did differently, you might think back to something your guy said as you're in his squad. You know, maybe in the moments you're like, man, I bet this guy should get out. This guy's just chatting shit. And that right there is your ego talking. Do you understand? But then when you now obviously turn off the game, you're on your own, you're just reflecting, you're like, okay, you know what? Yeah, that guy was right. I probably shouldn't have.
Listening to Adele.
Yeah, bro, man. Bro, like, okay, maybe I shouldn't have peaked that. Maybe I shouldn't have taken out gunfight, or maybe I shouldn't have gone for that loot, you know. Maybe I should have joined in on the gunfight instead of looting that room or doing that kind of thing. So I feel like it was definitely that game that made me more reflective. So obviously moving forward, when I was playing like other games, like it just made me, in a funny way, it just made me kind of like understand myself and like just how to navigate, you know, people playing with people online. But yeah, it was definitely 100%. It was definitely Escape from Tarkov.
So I came up with this like kind of quote with regards to Tarkov. I think Tarkov can tell you exactly what someone is like in real life.
Yeah.
The way they play Escape from Tarkov will tell you what someone is like.
Yeah.
I'm very calculated in Escape from Tarkov.
Yeah.
Right? And when I first started playing the game, I was very risk averse. And I started learning in the game, and now I just take risks, right?
Yeah.
And just for some background, the reason why a lot of people tend to like avoid risk in the game is that's the most punishing video game I've ever played in my life.
Yep, it is.
It takes time, IRL, like so in real life, to build up, let's say, your wealth in the game. The kits you run, so the kit you're going to put on to go into a raid, if you die, you lose everything.
Yeah.
Right? So that creates something called gear fear.
Yeah.
Now, that fear of losing that gear, I think, is what strips people down to their rawest version of themselves when they play that game.
Yep, 100%.
So scared of it. So like you have people that they would put on the gear, go into the raid, and be jumping around like kangaroos because they don't care about the risk. They're happy to lose that kit if it means 1 out of 10 raids they have a raid where they kill everybody and get all the kits.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
They are willing to keep going until they get that. That's one personality type.
Yeah.
You have the people that are so scared to lose this that I kid you not. Each raid is 50 minutes if you stay in the raid that length time. They would stay in a bush for 50 real life minutes because they're so scared to lose that kit.
Yeah.
Now imagine what that person will be like in real life when it comes to taking risk and something to do with financials.
Literally.
Right?
Literally.
And then you've got the people that are kind of in the middle. I'll probably say this is like where I started. I'll say I started more towards the 15 minutes in the bush guy.
Yeah, okay.
I thought it felt like a horror video game when I first started playing.
No, for sure. I feel like everybody starts there.
I don't think so. Really? I've met some people I've met some people that when they started, think about it, when we got a 0 in the game, he was trying to scrap with green tracer bullets against the level 50.
To be fair, yeah. Okay, well, yeah, okay.
And he adapted very quickly to the game, right?
Yeah, okay.
So not everyone starts like that.
Yeah, fair enough, yeah.
And I guess something that the game has taught OJ and myself about each other as well, overthinkers. And every single time we overthink, we die when we go into a gunfight.
100%.
So like
100%.
That reflective nature I genuinely developed that from gaming. I think the first time I actually realized I started getting reflective was I had an argument with a friend of ours called Jay because of Rainbow Six Siege. Granted, I still think Jay was being emotional about the situation. Granted.
Yeah.
But when these type of things happen, I typically talk to OJ because me and OJ, we're no BS with each other. Like we'll tell each other like straight up, like, bro, you're in the wrong, whether you like it or not, right? And I remember we had a conversation. I told you, right, guy, this is what happened. This is why I felt like, am I being too proud right now? And you're like, he can go off on a tangent and get upset, but you're adding fuel to that fire. How's that beneficial? And I remember clearly it was that day where I started checking myself because I can be very standoffish. Like I can be very like aggressive when I'm being defensive when I know I'm right. Well, in the past anyways, I'm not now. If you want to kick off about it, I was like, cool, like whatever, right? But like that made me genuinely start like asking myself, what did I add to this? That ironically, that's carried over to Tarkov because there was a period where I actually think I gaslight all of you, right? And let me tell you what I used to do, right? So I'm the type of person that if I'm playing a game with someone and they're my team, if they're getting shots, I stop thinking and I run out there like a hero in a cape and I'll get my head taken off. And then on the death screen, I'll watch my teammates running away to safety, right? And it used to boil like my blood. And there was a day when I'll make them feel bad about it. The only person that never felt bad exactly was this guy. This guy's the only person. But the thing is, every time you said that, do you know how much that used to pee me off? Now that used to make me sang. I'm like, the actual audacity of this guy should be thanking me. And it almost made me feel like I had this like hero complex.
Yeah.
Which, funny enough, at the time in my life when I used to do that, I think so this one touches a bit into like religion, where it was like I feel like around this point in my life, like I used to help people, but I think I used to question myself, like, am I helping this person because I want to be kind? Or am I helping them because I want my ego stroke so they could be thankful to me and do you understand?
Yeah.
So then it's so ironic that a video game showed me this about myself.
Yeah.
So then I got to a point where I thought to myself, wait, how is it actually beneficial if I run out there, get shot in my head top because I'm trying to save someone, right?
Yeah.
And then I'm mad at them. If I chose to jump out into that cover, I need to be accountable for that, right? If I chose to jump out of cover into that, I need to be accountable for that. And what's ironic is the moment I started thinking like that, I stopped getting angry when I died while playing with teammates. And I'm just like, cool. Like it's my fault. Like bro, if this guy was gonna go down, then unfortunate. I couldn't save him there. If I can save him, obviously I would try to, but that's on me because I used my own hands to move my character into the open for the sake of someone else, especially OJ, who will be like, "Who sent you?"
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. I feel.
But like that there. Ironically, that really had me start thinking about when I even did things like that in real life, where it's like, I'm helping someone, but am I helping them because I actually just want to help them and I don't care about what I get back in return? Or am I helping them because I just want an ego trip?
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, I helped you. Remember that.
Yeah.
So
the thing with games, right? Like, man, like you always have those ups and down moments. Do you understand? Especially with your friends. Do you understand? And I feel like that's what makes it fun in a way. I feel like you're like obviously like you're like living life, but then you're getting so many like experiences in this virtual sandbox, you know. And I don't know, for me it's just always been, well, now, like obviously thinking back, obviously as I'm more reflective, it's like it's honestly just like an insane experience. Yeah. Do you understand?
Like honestly speaking, like I find it crazy that the amount of friendships I've built through it. Me and you were at this point we're basically brothers, right?
Yeah.
It's all fun and games, but we technically did meet gaming. It wasn't online gaming. Like I met OJ at Phonies, so at Bottom's place.
At a friend's house, yeah.
Mm-hmm. And we're playing Dragon Ball and FIFA.
Yeah.
That's how we met. And next thing, we started chilling. We started, this is back in Nigeria, bro.
Yeah, this was like...
And next thing, in COVID, we started a business together.
This is like 20 years ago.
Yeah, and then since then, like, we've just been a state, like... In fact, at this point, it was like Bottom's in America, bro. Like, I've not seen Bottom in a long time.
Yeah.
And he's kind of the one that connected us, which is crazy, right? And then we've got Jay, our basically our brother, probably the annoying brother.
Yeah.
I'm still gonna say that till today. But like, we met Jay on Rainbow Six Siege.
Yeah, we met him online.
And we're at the point where like when I holler at Jay, his mom's asking how I'm doing.
Yeah.
Right. So like, if you really deep it, we've built relationships. I think at this point, me and you can say confidently, like Azura feels like a younger brother as well.
Yeah, that's
who we met online as well. Like, we have heart to hearts with him. Like, you know, when he's going to work, things he's interested in.
Yeah,
we talk about that, and trust me, every single person I've just called, the clashes we've had, it's almost like sibling clashes.
100%.
Where we rip into each other, don't speak for like a week.
Yep. Like
and then
full on.
Like full on. Like,
full on.
They've not happened recently.
Yeah.
In terms of me and OJ with anyone else.
Yeah.
I can't comment for some other people.
But, okay.
but like, yeah, I just like the relationships. I think they're very underrated.
Yeah.
Through gaming.
Yeah, and honestly, like I think that's very normal with just gaming with people in general. Mm-hmm. Do you understand? Like, you'll always have a clash. Do you understand? Mm-hmm. Like, that's just standard. And funny enough, I feel like these clashes kind of like make
necessary.
Yeah, they're so necessary. And you'll find out that you actually get closer after these clashes. I know for me, for example, like, you know, there are times where I've gotten into arguments with friends for something like maybe they were supposed to do during the game or whatnot, and then maybe we like
clashed a lot.
Yeah. Do you understand? And like we will like hash it out. Do you understand? And then, you know, moving forward is like I'm starting to know the kind of player you are in a certain game. Do you understand? So it's like maybe next time when something happens, I'm like, oh, okay, you know what? Maybe I do this because I know he's going to do that. Do you understand? So, yeah.
Also, so I think like a lot of the clashes have helped us become more patient
with people in general. Yeah. 100%. Yeah, I agree.
Brother, like, and I remember I had heart to hearts with you where like I really lashed out and you were like, yo, that was a bit much, like, and vice versa.
Yeah.
And that has made that, I think that is what developed my muscle of just being like, all right, cool story, bro. Like, this person wants to be mad. We'll talk about it when they calm down.
Yeah.
I can't be bothered arguing.
Yeah.
I didn't used to do that before.
Nah.
I was ready for everything.
Bro, it doesn't matter if it's like you're the last one alive in a ranked game.
I have a donut.
I'm cussing you out right there. I don't care if we lose this game. Like, you're mad. Why are you shouting at?
Exactly. Oh yeah, I remember
that.
Yeah. So there's that, you know, and I do think like I would never have been a reflective person if I didn't game with people that like
also had
really
that kind of
tested my limits. And your friends, and bro, trust me,
your friends will test your limits.
Your friends, and they know how to. So if,
they
for
know
example,
how to push
a
random
person on the internet just hopped and started saying stuff, I'm like, bro, I don't even know you.
Yeah, whatever. Like, who are you? Bye.
Your friends will say things that would vex you.
I know me, I've done it.
Bro, OJ is all my days. And see, yeah, and so this is the thing, like you get into situations where the argument between you and someone else on the team's not even that deep, and then you have OJ in the background saying, like, you're really gonna let that. So he's basically saying you're this
instigator, man.
And I'm just like, bro, there was a period where like anyone that laughed is getting smoked next.
Bro,
like you laugh, you're getting roasted. You better keep quiet there in the corner.
Standard procedure. But yeah,
I do think we all grew up though because of those experiences.
Yeah, for sure. 100%. 100%.
We just learned like what really matters. Like there are definitely lessons that should be taught to people a lot earlier. But people need to be aware of it.
Yeah.
Because you do have cases like us that turn out okay, cool, we've learned from it. But there are people that don't want to learn from it because they don't even think, they're not even remotely thinking about that.
Yeah.
So it could go left. Yeah. It could just be toxic in life in general.
Yeah.
Due to that.
But yeah, I mean, I feel like that will be a topic for another day. Yeah, that'll definitely be a topic for another day. But yeah, guys, thank you for tuning in.
First episode
done, and it's taking us like how many years to do this thing, man?